Ucchathar Shiksha Abhiyaan, also called as RUSA. It's a government scheme which is centrally sponsored scheme launched by Ministry of HRD, that is Human Resource Development. Union Ministry of Human Resource Development. It's a centrally sponsored scheme that was launched in 2013, which aims at providing strategic funding to eligible state higher education institutions. The nodal ministry, as we saw, is Ministry of HRD. What are the aims and target of RUSA, that is Rashtriya Ucchathar Shiksha Abhiyaan? First is it addresses the issue of equality, access and excellence in higher education. Second is important to achieve a gross enrollment ratio of 30% in higher education by the year 2019-2030. This is an important aim or target which you have to keep note of. That is, the aim is to achieve a gross enrollment ratio of 30% in higher education institutions. Remember, RUSA is for higher education institutions. Now, what is a mechanism? The funding would flow from the central ministry through the state governments or UTs to state higher education councils before reaching the identified institutions. So the funding to the states would be based on the basis of critical appraisal of state higher education plans. So the funding pattern would be like for the 8 northeastern states plus the 3 Himalayan states. The funding pattern is 90:10. That is 90% of the funding would be from the center and 10% from the states. We know the 8 northeastern states which are Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, Meghalaya, etc. And the 3 Himalayan states are Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand, but Jammu Kashmir is no longer a state, so union territories. So that can be removed. So now maybe it is 2 Himalayan states, that is Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. For them the funding pattern is 90:10. For all other states, the funding pattern is 60:40. That is 60% by center, 40% by states. On all union territories, it is 100% centrally funded. Okay, 100% centrally sponsored. Now, what are the objectives of Rashtriya Ucchathar Shiksha Abhiyaan? Okay. Now, objectives of Rashtriya Ucchathar Shiksha Abhiyaan. It has an important interesting set of objectives. What are they? First is we have to improve the overall quality of the state institutions and ensure that they are sticking to the prescribed norms and standards. This is very important. So, first objective of RUSA is to improve the overall quality of the state institutions by ensuring conformity to prescribed norms and standards. Second objective is promote better autonomy in state universities and improve the governance in these institutions. When you're giving more autonomy to state universities, they may be able to implement and execute various innovative ideas and which may go towards the improvement of the quality of education. So promoting more autonomy in the state universities is an important objective, and also improving governance. Next, also we have to ensure that these reforms are taking place in the affiliation and academic and examination systems. Various reforms have to be taken in conducting exams and in affiliation processes for universities, and academic reforms all should be taken care of. Then we have to also ensures that there is adequate availability of quality faculty. The people who are teaching, or the teachers or the faculty who are present in the institutions, they should have prescribed qualities. They should be of good quality, or for students to get better education. So that is why we have to ensure that there is availability of quality faculty. Also, for research and development is one of the areas which is lacking in India, which in India it is currently very much behind than the other forward progressive countries. So we have to create an enabling atmosphere in the higher educational institutions to devote themselves to research and development and innovations, like IITs, IIMs, IISCRs, etc. These are the centers of research and development. So we have to expand such kind of environments, enabling environments in other higher education institutions also, so that research and development and innovations are taking place in these institutions too. Then we have to expand the institutional base by creating more and more colleges, or by increasing the capacity of existing institutions to why? Because we have to achieve the target of gross enrollment ratio, right? So we have to expand the institutional base. We have to also correct the regional imbalances. In some areas where they may be scattered in habitations, or in certain areas due to land acquisition problems, there may not be a college itself or a higher education institution for providing education to the school pass outs. So this has to be corrected. The regional imbalances has to be corrected, and for the students over there need to get access to higher education. For that, we have to set up institutions in such unserved and underserved areas. So these are the broad objectives of RUSA, that is Rashtriya Ucchathar Shiksha Abhiyaan. Also, it improves the equity, and also one more objective is we have to improve the equity in higher education. So these are the objectives. So once again, we have to have to ensure that there is quality in the higher education, that they are sticking to the prescribed norms and standards. Second is more autonomy for the institutions and better governance, ensuring that affiliation processes, then examination processes are all are being reformed in a positive manner. Quality faculty is being available, then enabling environments for research and innovation, expanding the institutional base, and correcting the regional imbalances for higher education. So these are the broad objectives. Now there are various components under RUSA, that is Rashtriya Ucchathar Shiksha Abhiyaan. What are the different components under RUSA? The components of the Rashtriya Ucchathar Shiksha Abhiyaan. First is RUSA would create new universities. How will it create new universities? One is through the upgradation of existing autonomous colleges, and second by the conversion of colleges in a cluster. So by upgradation of the existing autonomous colleges and by conversion of colleges in a cluster into universities, this is how it is going to create new universities. Second component is RUSA would create new model degree colleges, then professional colleges, and also they will provide infrastructural support to universities and colleges. Third is it will support faculty recruitment process, then faculty improvement programs, and leadership development of education administrators are also important part of this scheme. So the RUSA, it would provide support for faculty recruitment. Also it will help in the faculty faculty improvement programs. It will help in conducting various improvement programs, for developing leadership quality among the administrators. These are all important parts of the RUSA scheme. Then also the fourth and most important part is that during the second phase of the RUSA, so RUSA was launched in 2013. So 2013-2016 it was the first phase. 2017 to 20 is the second phase. The goal or the target is to open new model degree colleges in the aspirational districts identified by the Niti Aayog in the unserved and underserved districts in northeastern and Himalayan states. This is an important target, to open new model degree colleges in the aspirational districts as identified by Niti Aayog in the second phase. Now an important portal under RUSA is the Bhuvan RUSA portal. What is it? Bhuvan RUSA portal? It's a portal for uploading geo-tagged photographs and associated details captured by educational institutions as part of implementation of RUSA funded works in states. So it's a portal, again it's a portal, web online portal for uploading geo-tagged photographs. What are the different attributes that it covers? One is construction work or equipments. Any new construction works are going on under the RUSA funds, or new equipments are being brought or something, then that can be the photograph of that construction work or the equipment can be uploaded in the portal. Then any institution names can be uploaded. Then new or upgraded work, a new work or an upgraded work or a current stage of the work, then a complete then how much percentage has it completed, what is a bank name, account number, amount that has been released, and what is the amount that has been utilized. All these things can be upgraded into this Bhuvan Rusa portal. The key stakeholders of the portal are Department of Higher Education, Ministry of HRD, plus the National Remote Sensing Center of ISRO, plus state governments or institutions of states or UTs funded under RUSA, that is Rashtriya Ucchathar Shiksha Abhiyaan. So Bhuvan Rusa portal is extremely important. Various questions like it is under which scheme is Bhuvan Rusa portal formed? It is under RUSA. Who are the stakeholders of Bhuvan Rusa portal? It is MHRD. In MHRD, the Department of Higher Education plus the ISRO is having an important role. So remember, Bhuvan Rusa portal has ISRO as one of its stakeholder. That is a National Remote Sensing Center of ISRO. National Remote Sensing Center of ISRO plus the respective state governments or UTs, the institutions in such states or UTs which are funded under RUSA. So these are the components of RUSA. So Bhuvan Rusa portal becomes extremely important, right? So this finishes the Rashtriya Ucchathar Shiksha Abhiyaan. We saw what is a launch date, which is a ministry under which it is launched. What are the funding patterns, what is the mechanism, what are the components, what are the objectives of RUSA, then what is Bhuvan Rusa portal in particular we saw. So this is about Rashtriya Ucchathar Shiksha Abhiyaan.